All right, going over tonight's homework. First question here, 4-7. Similar to what we were doing in class today. Remember that Croaky is jumping 59 feet. So in his new routine, he's doing 7 super jumps, and they're all the same length. Then he will hop 3 at the end. So how long is each super jump? So if we were writing an equation, the 3 would be at the end, and it would equal 59. So thinking that he's doing something 7 times what would equal a number that if you added 3 to it, you would get 59. So I'll let you take a look at that, but that's how you would set that up. 7 times what, looking at our variables, plus 3 would equal 59. So then again for B, if X is the length of one super jump and 2X represents 2 super jumps, write an expression that Croaky's routine. Well, I guess I did it easier for you today. You can take this equation, plug it in below with what you find for X. Looking at 4-8, Croaky did 3 attempts of his new super jump. So he did 1, 2, 3, and added 5. The second time he only did 2 super jumps and then added 6 to get the same distance as his first attempt. So looking at A here, how far does Croaky travel one super jump? You'd have to look at 2x's here would be equal to 3x's on top. And again, make sure you give us one sentence to explain or show how you know. And then how long is the whole thing? So after you figure out the length of the first attempt and the length of the second attempt, you'll be able to tell us how long each one is. Coming down to the next page. Again, to simplify, another way for solving. What I would do with our negatives in here, for example, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can add 5 to 12 to get 17.65. And then since you have -4, you can just take away 4 and get your answer there. You can do the same thing here, add your positives. Then lastly, take away your negatives. For C here, you're going to have to use the distributive property, 4 times -5, which I will tell you when you multiply a negative and a positive, the answer is always negative. So that answer would be -20. And then you do the 4 times 100. Then again, think you have more positives, you're taking away a negative. So your answer is still going to be positive, but you're going to have less since you took them away. Same thing here. Remember, when you're adding a negative and another negative, you're going to have a greater negative. So keep that in mind. Coming on down here again, remember, you're going to have to do the distributive property for 2 times 5.5, or just add 5.5 2 times. And again, remember, when you have a positive and a negative, the answer is always negative. Same thing again shows up here. -4 times 5 is -20. Add those up. And then simply coming to the last page, you're just going to set this up again, 683 divided by 4. Try not to use any remainders. Finish the problem out. They will finish out. And then your hint on B is the answer will have a repeated decimal. Remember, repeated decimal is anything like a third, where we have it's equal to 33 1/3%. It will just keep repeating 3 over. So make sure you put your repeated sign for the answer there. Then your last one, you just need to write the fractions for the first 3, decimals for the last 3. Just look at this one. We have 7 thousandths. So again, we'll take a simple fraction as 7 over 1,000. And then looking at C here, 1 in 21 over 100 to help you out with a problem like that. Same thing here. How many hundreds go into 505? You have 5. What's left over? And 5 over 100. All right, so pretty much back into it here. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.